Hey everyone, Christina here and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am throwing it way back to, well, just a little over a year ago, to a word that I had shared on another platform and really felt it on my heart to share it here on YouTube. I feel it is still such a timely word, and it's about the power and the importance of the pause. And so let's get right to it for today's encouraging word. So I want to share this story with you. There's these two sisters named Mary and Martha. And Martha's having like this little get together at her house, and she's invited Mary over to help her with the cooking and the cleaning and all of that jazz. And Jesus arrives at Martha's place, and Mary decides, I'm just going to drop everything. And she just sits at the feet of Jesus listening to what he has to say. And Martha's just distracted and just like overwhelmed by all the serving and the things that she's trying to do. And she realizes she's by herself, and she goes up to Jesus and says, don't you care that my sister Mary has left me to serve all alone? Tell her to help me. And Jesus looks at Martha and says, Martha, Martha, you are worried and troubled about many things, but one thing is needed. And Mary has chosen that thing, and it will not be taken away from her. So I was reading that story in Luke 10, and it's just been helping me to really refocus. And God is so faithful because he knows we need those reminders, and it's important for us to rest because everyone is like in this rat race out there, and we really need to learn the pause. And the thing about winter too right now is just all the snow and the cold. People just kind of want to stay indoors, hibernate under a blanket. And it's almost as if winter kind of forces us to kind of just pause. And that is something that I'm practicing more and more these days, is really to practice the pause, because I know how I am when I'm always on the go, 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 and I'm kind of just, hey, here you go, toss a bone prayer to God. And I see the difference on the days that I do that versus the days where I truly just rest in his presence. And that could look a little different for everybody. But when I read this story, it's like, man, like how many of us are like these crazy Marthas running around every day? So were you a Mary today? Were you a Martha today? Were you a little bit of both? In Matthew 11:28, Jesus says to us, come to me, all of you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Okay? I will give you rest. This is not a command, guys. This is this beautiful invitation. Come to me. I see you're burdened. I see all your thoughts. I see your anxieties. I see all of it. Come to me, though. Give it to me. I care for you, though. Come to me. Come just rest. Let me take it. Give it to me. Let me take it. Let me take care of it. But just come. Let's just rest in me. It's a beautiful invitation. And that's what Mary chose. Mary took that invitation to rest at the feet of Jesus. And we oftentimes are like crazed Marthas, but we forget that it was Mary that Jesus praised. And if we're honest, usually running to God for rest is not our first thought. To find peace, to unwind. If we don't say yes to God, then we're saying yes to Netflix binging, watching pornography, overeating, extravagant spending, gossip with the girlfriends, all of these other things, all in the name of unwinding and rest. But when you come out of one of those things, the burden's still there, the anxiety is still there, the insecurities are still there, the fear is still there, because all those things are just like a little temporary band-aid to distract you from what's really going on in your heart. And the only way to deal with that is to sit still in the presence of God. And I know some of you really know what I'm talking about right now, because when you sit, just rest in Jesus, you come away breathing differently. Breathing differently, you're a new person. And you feel lighter. God be our rest, and we also be in the rest of God. We just can't ignore the Sabbath or the opportunity He's given us to rest and survive. We can't. Now, I love this. In Luke 5:16, we see this example of Jesus stepping away for rest and prayer. And we see like this Jesus pace, like this rhythmic living, like just flow. Engage, 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 withdraw. Engage, 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 withdraw. Jesus chose to rest even when people still needed Him. And not only that, He didn't just rest when rest was required. He also rested when He was at the top of His game. So what does that mean for us? The same thing. When we are crazy busy, when we've got all these responsibilities, like, we still need to take that time to rest, to recharge, to be restored, to be rejuvenated. Like, we need that, because if we don't rest, and we're just keep pouring out from our cup's gonna be empty. We're gonna have nothing left to give. Learn to rest in the enoughness of God, and pray that this becomes a new behavior, since it's not something we just easily drift toward. What pleases God is not what we do, even if we're doing something really, really, really good, but rather who we are. When Jesus came out of the waters of baptism at the beginning of His public ministry, God noted that this man was His Son, in whom, not by whom, He was well pleased. So I invite you all to come and rest and operate out of a place of peace. I'm inviting you to be more conscious and aware, to take those moments every day to really, truly rest, to unplug, to unwind, to refresh your souls, so that it allows us to always be giving our very best away. I hope this blessed you. Let me know below what your biggest takeaway was, or if this really spoke to your heart, or if you need prayer, do let me know. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'm just super grateful for this. It is definitely a word for me as well. So let us continue to try and be more like Mary.